What's up, everybody? It's Christian Covington. There's an interesting story behind why I was named Christian Covington. For starters, I'm going to give my dad a little bit of credit because I have his last name. And that's really the only part he played in my name. So my dad is Muslim and my mom is a Christian. So my dad wanted me to be Muslim and my mom wanted me to be a Christian. And this plays a huge part in why my name is Christian. My mom's like, there's no way she's about to be Muslim. Her name is going to be Christian. That's how I know she's going to be a Christian. So now I have this religious tie with my name that I almost can't get away from. And that's why sometimes I introduce myself as Covington. It depends on like who I'm talking to, what the day is, how am I feeling about religion that day. Things like that, because that is really what my name is tied to. I hear jokes a lot, like, oh, haha, your name's Christian, so are you a Christian? I also hear people say things like, Christian is a boy name, which boy names and girl names, like, that's a whole nother subject. But the most interesting thing that I heard about Christian was this little kid came up to me, and he was like, hey, isn't your name Christian? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, I thought that only white people can have that name. And I was like, this happened to me in Fort Collins also. So, like, it's a white area. But I was just like, okay, I've never heard that. I've never heard that personally before. And I know a lot of people who aren't white who have the name Christian. I really don't know that many people who have the name Christian in general, but I was just saying that. But he was serious. He was like, aren't white people supposed to be named Christian? Like, why is that your name? So I just feel like there's so many things that, like, go on with my name. Lately, I've been, like, not too sure about religion. So people calling me Christian and me knowing how I got that name, it's kind of a lot for me to handle. So that's why sometimes I'm just like, you could probably just call me Covington. I also feel like that's why I battle so much with, like, leaving my religion. Because, yeah, I did identify as a Christian. That's what I was raised into. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I'm a Christian. And that's my name, so it only makes sense. And now, as I have grown up and understood more about the religion and just understood more in general, I'm like, I probably wish that my name wasn't Christian so that I could be a Christian. One thing I did like about my name when I was growing up, one thing that I did like about my name when I was growing up, though, is that it was easy for me to remember how to spell it because there was a song that went with it. It's a Christian song, of course. Some of y'all might know what song I'm talking about. Like, I am a C, I am a CH, I am a CHRISTIA. Like, that one? Do you know it, maybe? Okay. But that song helped me remember how to spell my name. So, I mean, that was good. And also, like, when I heavily identified as a Christian, it was cool, like, it was fine. But now, like, that's not so much the truth. That's not the truth anymore. So it's awkward. It's almost awkward for me to have this name at this point because that's not really how I identify anymore. If you have a name that you're like, why'd you had to name me that? I kind of get you. Something that I took away from my experience with my name is that I'm going to really think it through before I name my child something that goes with a certain meaning because, like, it could get really awkward for them. Sometimes people be like, why don't you just change your name? But, like, it actually costs money to change your name, and then, like, I don't know, what am I going to change it to? I've been known as Christian Covington this whole time. It'd be weird for me to just change it right now. Like, oh, actually, I'm going to go by, Kendra. That was really random. Alright, shout out to the Kendras one time. So there's a little story about why my name is Christian Covington and how come sometimes I prefer one name over the other. Alright, y'all. Peace up. A-Town down.
Yeah, it tastes like candy.